So we don't look on this on most of our plants. People ask me sometimes, what's the name of that plant? Or what's the name of that tree? I don't know the name because I was never introduced to it as a separate thing. Well, my old people just said, that's your relation, respect them. And then when settlers first came in, they gave them all these funny names. You know, real long names, that can only have a short name. Eh? Same as some of our trees and that. So again, they've taken away our language of our plant life and our tree life and our bird life. And they put in these long names and that. And we're not interested in the names of the thing because only when it becomes totemic, be our totem, that we'll have the names of the birds and that in different tribal areas.
Can you talk a little bit about that totemic when it becomes totemic?
Yeah, like my totem. See, I'm a Yuin man. I'm sorry, huh?
Yeah, right.
Hey, is that okay?
Yeah, right, you do.
Yeah, I'm a Yuin man. I'm from the far south coast there on the eastern seaboard of this country called Australia. I don't claim to be an Australian. I'm a Yuin man. Because no one's taken away my identity. That's where I stay. And that Yuin, in that Yuin country, is we have a black duck. And that black duck is our totem. And that's the old 13 language groups within the Yuin nation. See, most of Australia, this country that they call Australia, has got different nations in it, and different tribal and language groups, and that's what we should be known as. You know, same as Europe. You go to Europe, you know, you can't go over there into Europe and say, you know, you're from Iceland or you're, you know, Irish, and that, you know, they'd kill you. Eh? Huh? And that's what they done with us, mob. You know, so we hold our language for we hold our nations. Because Australia was imposed upon us, same as my English name is Max, you know. My traditional name is Dulamunmun, short legs, you know. And so that black duck, that totem, is so important to me because if I go over the mountains into red and black dirt country, and if I don't know where to get water, then I can call up that black duck, and then he'll lay down, he'll quack quack where the water is. See, so that's why we don't kill that black duck, because he's so important to us and showing us where stuff is. So, totems are important. Once you've got a totem, you look after it, because it looks after you, and that's so important.
And Max, can you tell us how you got your totem? How that came to you?
Well, it's a long way back, over 80,000 years and upwards. That was there, you know. So I was only told, but that's our totem.
Yes.
You know, so it's not how I got it,
It's
how I inherited it.
Yeah. From your family?
Yeah, from way old fellas long ago, you know.
Yeah.
The ancients.
Yeah. Wow. And can you just, before we go, you were talking about before you picked a plant, needing to ask
any fruit.
Ask the plant?
Any fruit from any tree or berry, from any vine, any tree, any bush, you go and you ask permission. And if there's little bushes or little fruits on a tree, you shake it 3 times, 1, 2, 3. If it doesn't drop off, then it's not yours. It still belongs to that plant, to that tree, you know, until it's ready to give you. You know, and that's how we respect. That's why That's why all these plant life and tree life and bird life and animal life, reptile life are our relations. Eh? Oneness, and that's how we hold it.
Thank you, Max. It's beautiful.